am I here with today?
Pace Morby.
And for those that don't know, what industry did you decide to pursue a career in?
I started in construction and I ended up getting in a way better industry, real estate and lending.
And why was real estate your vehicle? Out of all the businesses, the industries you could have been in, why did you end up in real estate?
I found that real estate was the only guaranteed way to be successful. There's a lot of ways to gamble with money. Real estate's not gambling, it's guaranteed. Scientifically proven, numbers have shown for hundreds of years, real estate is the most guaranteed investment you could make.
How long have you been in real estate for?
I've been in real estate for 12 years. I was a contractor touching real estate for 10 years prior to that.
So let me ask you this, throughout your career, what was the most amount of money that you've made in a single year?
Most money I made was $15 million after taxes and everything else.
After taxes?
After taxes, yeah.
That's for yourself?
That's for myself, yeah. My company that year, I think we did like $115 million, something like that.
So did you have to pay a lot of money in taxes?
$0 in taxes. So because I'm a real estate investor, we take advantage of the IRS code. The IRS code allows me as a real estate investor to pay $0 in federal income taxes. Of course, I pay property taxes and I pay, I have employees and I pay employment tax. I pay all those kind of taxes. But federal income, I have not paid $1 in federal income tax in 7 years.
Well, how is that possible?
The way it's possible is the IRS rewards you as a real estate investor and says, hey, if you invest in real estate and you provide affordable housing to the United States, we will reward you with tax benefits that make it so you pay $0 in federal income tax.
So is there a certain piece of real estate or a piece of property that you should be looking to buy in that case?
Any real estate works. You can do any piece of real estate. You can even do RV parks where it's primarily land that you don't even have really any buildings on. You could buy multifamily properties. You could buy hotels. You could buy single family. It does not matter. Any piece of real estate will allow you to avoid taxes.
And this is legal.
It's not just legal. It's written in the IRS code. They're encouraging you to do it. The IRS wants you to do it because they're wanting you to provide affordable housing to the United States. I mean, look what the United States does. They don't know how to provide affordable housing to our own country. You look at LA right now, they took state tax dollars and built a big high rise for homeless people, and they spent $600,000 per one unit. I could have done that thing for $75,000. So the government is not good at using our money, and so the IRS knows that, and they reward us to deploy our capital and provide affordable housing.
Now, your business did over $100 million in a single year, consistently.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. How did you scale from 8 to 9 figures?
Secret to scaling is two things. Number one, I can't do it on my own, so of course I need to delegate to high-level people. Pay people a lot of money, you'll attract a really high-quality people. If you pay peanuts, you'll get monkeys. Okay, remember that. If you pay peanuts, you'll get monkeys. So good quality people, high quality paycheck. That's number one. Number two is get partners that are the polar opposite of you. So my partner, Josiah, is the polar opposite of me. I like to be on stage, write books, do all the content. I inspire people. I attract employees to our team. He goes out and manages those people, runs the payroll, runs the books, make sure everything's taken care of so I can do my job. So very similar to your guys' structure, you have partners that are doing different things. For me, give up a portion of your ownership in your company to somebody who's the polar opposite and brings different skills to the table.
I'd rather have a slice of the pie than 100% of a grape.
All day. I tell people that all the time. I'd rather have one bite of a watermelon than one grape.
Now, as a 9-figure entrepreneur, what was the best financial advice that you ever received?
Okay, so best advice I ever got was that most of the advice you got all the way up until you're probably 30 was a lie. And the reason why that person told you that lie is because they were also lied to. And specifically, what I was lied to about is I need a bank to go buy real estate. I need a loan to go buy real estate. I need credit. I need money. Guys, I have $500 million in my portfolio and I've never used a bank. I don't use credit. I've literally never had my credit pulled. I don't use any of my own money. I just get creative finance. I do everything creative finance. That was the greatest piece of advice I got. It was so good, I thought it was a scam. I had to read like 5 different books and go ask 100 different people before I believed that it was possible for me. That was the greatest piece of advice, is that everything you thought about acquiring businesses, vehicles, buildings for yourself, your own house, real estate portfolios, literally no bank, no credit, no cash, none of that crap is needed at all.
How is that possible?
We go to sellers that are trying to retire, typically. So like an apartment building, a seller's owned for 30 years. He wants to retire and he wants us to give him a monthly check every single month. And he says, I don't want to deal with the property anymore. And if he sold it on the market for cash, he'd have a big capital gains tax. And so when he sells it to us on seller finance, he lets us make payments to him and he becomes the bank. Then I have no bank needed, I have no credit needed, and I have no money out of my pocket either. I can just start making payments to him. Where do my payments come from? From the tenants that are staying in the property. One of our best ones is 160 units, brings in like $160,000 a month after the payment to the seller, taxes, insurance, the management, all the repairs, everything. Our company brings in $53,000 a month on one property. $53,000 a month net in our pocket with no credit, no bank, and no money out of our pocket, not even $1.
What's the deepest life quote you've ever heard?
One of my favorite quotes is, a man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still, which means stop trying to convince the world around you to believe in your vision. They're just going to dig deeper that they're not going to believe in your vision. Go find the people that already believe in you and double down on those relationships. What I did for the longest time is I tried to get my friends and my family to believe in what I was doing, and I wasted years. So again, a man convinced against his Father's will is of the same opinion still, which means if they don't believe in you today, they're never going to believe in you. Move on, go get a different relationship, and believe in yourself.
What was the lowest point in your life?
Lowest point of my life, man, I've had some low ones. I've had my brother's hung himself, my brother that I shared a room with my whole life. My brother got addicted to fentanyl, and my brother took his own life. That was a low moment. That same year, my wife and I got divorced. I had a member of my family go to prison for 2 years, and I had to pay for the bills of his family while he was in prison. That was a low moment in my life. I wrote a suicide letter to my family, and I was like, I'm going to drive a car into a semi-truck head on. And I was going to kill myself. I was about your age, 23, 24 years old. And my mom called me that day and checked in on me. She said, hey, I don't know why I should have checked on you today, but I just want to let you know I love you and check in on you. And I didn't kill myself. And here we are, 600 employees and $100 million a year in revenue. I'm grateful I didn't kill myself.
So in other words, you got to reach out to those people that are around you, checking on them, make sure that they're doing good.
Yeah, I mean, look in your phone and reach out to people every once, not just New Year's, not just Christmas. Text people that are your friends and just thank them for being your friends and get around people. Like, what's cool is I was just in your guys' group, doing a Zoom call with your guys' community, and it was really cool to see how everybody's networking with each other and encouraging each other and helping each other out with mindset. Guys, get a part of these guys' community. Go join their community. Get involved and get around people that are doing more than you are, and they'll inspire you. And the number one thing I learned is that people better than you will give you permission to become better yourself. Your parents, the people you go to church with, they're not giving you permission to do that. They're telling you to be humble. They're telling you to be quiet. They're telling you to be grateful for what you have. Guys, I can be grateful for what I have and still want more. And the way to do that is get into a community like what you guys have.
You got amazing advice, brother.
Thank you
so
brother.
much for your
Appreciate
time.
you.
I appreciate